Yo ho ho! Welcome back to my channel, everybody. It's Peter Parker Comics, your friendly neighborhood comic slinger. Flip flip. How we doing? Well, it was New Comic Book Day. I'm always a little bit late. It was like 2 days ago. And I know I think I mentioned in my last video I was planning on showing off this big stack of like this high of bunch of back issues I got. They're all like independent number ones. Because I spent like, I don't know how many, it's close to 70 of them, 60 or 70, because I got those last week, and I didn't have time to get through, I barely had time to get through all my new stuff, so I do still want to shoot a little quick video to document those and show those off, because most of those are they're going to be books you guys haven't even heard of. I had barely heard of hardly any of them. Like I have a massive, I don't know, 15 to 20 long box worth collection of just number ones, and I didn't have any of them, so all but like a couple of them anyway. So yeah, a lot of stuff you probably won't have even have heard of or whatever, so maybe it'll show some stuff you guys might be interested in looking up on your own. But until then, until I get around to doing that, here's just some more new stuff. These books, not this one, but the few underneath it did come out this last Wednesday. Year Zero here, Zero, I think came out 2 weeks ago. I just wasn't able to, maybe even longer than that, but I didn't see it when it was new, so it was in like the nearly new section or whatever, and pounced all over it. I was thinking it was coming out like next week. I thought it was a upcoming release, but it's apparently been out. And since I'm a big horror fan, even if it was a drama with zombies, I don't care. It could be whatever. Romance, as long as it's zombies or horror related at all, I gotta have it. And so far I've really dug these AWA or Upshot books. They've all been pretty good so far. Resistance was really good. I love that hotel one. That one's great. Old Haunts was good. That one just came out as well last week. Archangel 8 was pretty good. Yeah, anyway, they're all pretty good, so take a chance on some of these Upshot books. They've been real good so far. Reminds me of like Aftershock when they came out, and a lot of people weren't picking them up. Some comic shops weren't even selling them, and they were all like consistently very, very good. There's been very few Aftershock titles that I wasn't impressed with. I don't think there's been a bad one yet, but almost all of them have been, you know, at least very good. It's not just like, you know, a lot of comics are okay or it wasn't bad. They've all been good. So, same with these. So check out AWA or Upshot, whatever that little imprint is. Real good stuff so far. So I hope they keep churning them out. And Year Zero looked pretty good, so I grabbed 2 copies of that. I usually always grab at least 2 copies of any number one, especially if it has like option potential or whatever, you know, or if it crosses categories, like if it's horror related, I gotta have one in my regular number one box, and I gotta have one in my horror box. Or if it's like, I can't even think of good other subgenres right now. But yeah, if it happens to be like a multi-genre book, you know, I try to pick up multiple copies just for that reason alone. But then I did get another cover of it as well. I don't know how many total they did, but this one's great. Straight up zombie cover. So yeah, I'm anxious to check this book out. Could have another little Walking Dead on our hands. It's been a while since we got some zombie comics. I know Aftershock just put out that Dead Days or Dead Day one. I haven't read that yet, but that was good. So Year Zero, yeah. And then this was brand new, so I think the rest of these are all brand new from this week. A Man Among Ye from Image and Top Cow. I believe that's the B cover. Yeah, this was the A cover, which I like the B better, but I always try to, for any number one, I try to get the regular cover. And you know how you can tell? Witchblade! For those of you that don't know how to read barcodes, it's something you should definitely pick up this skill. Well, they just tell you cover A. Yeah, cover B. So kind of make it idiot-proof. But if you didn't have that luxury there, how you read a barcode is you don't look at the this is this one they scan. This is the one that kind of gives you information. This tells you that it's issue number 1. They usually give you, there's typically I think three digits in case it's like in the hundreds or something. But it's issue 1, cover 1, printing 1. Issue 1, cover 2, or cover B, printing 1. So if there was a 3 there, that would be cover C. Now, what if there was more than 9 covers, like say there's 10 or 11 covers? Would they have to put in another digit there? I don't know. I'm sure there's examples of that would let you know that, but offhand, I don't know. I would assume so. And what if it's in the thousands? Do they have 4 digits for the numbers? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so, but I don't know. All different comics and different brands and companies probably do it a little differently, but yeah, anyway, Man Among You looked pretty good. The art was really good. I don't know if it's all pirate related. I just think there's quite a bit of pirate stuff in there. Yeah, the art's pretty good. Yeah, a little swashbuckler story. Looked fun. Cool. Moving on, we got Family Tree. Great series so far. I know I've read the first 3 or 4. I definitely didn't read last month's yet, or whenever it came out. And I'm digging this little kind of a comics code type of thing they're doing there. Our comeback will be bigger than our setback. So Image is putting that on all their books. Hey, alright, quit being blurry. Yeah, Family Tree though, check that out. It's really good. It's a good read. I don't know. I'd like to see that one get options, even if it's like an animated series. I think it would just be cool. I'm liking that one. This was a mistake buy. I was looking through these and I'm like, why the fuck did I get a Firefly book? I'm not a big Firefly Firefly fan. Not a big Firefly fan at all. The show was okay. I did like Serenity, but it's just, I'm more of a Nathan Fillion fan than anything, but I'm not into the comics. I've never had a Firefly comic. I can't talk comic. Matting L's to everything. But so somehow this, I don't know if it was just, maybe it was under Family Tree. When I grabbed it, I grabbed 2, so I'm hoping I can return it. I'm hoping my comic shop guy will let me do a return, but yeah, I don't know how that got in here. And then, so yeah, anyway, moving on, we got The Grieveling, Grieveling, Steve Niles horror book. It's like $7.99 though, so that was kind of a bummer, but from Clover Press. Look good though. Yeah, wait, sorry guys, I had to pause it there. My phone was just about to die. It's on 2%. I'm only on 10 now, so hopefully I can still cruise through this quick. But yeah, Grieveling looks good. It's a thicker book, so kind of worth the money, but Steve Niles usually doesn't disappoint. Not a lot of words, you're not really getting your money's worth verbally. But yeah, check that out. Hawkman. Now I'm a sucker for anything Zafino. No, Hawkwoman or Hawkgirl. So I would have got this regardless. But I mainly wanted the dope-ass Zafino cover here, so I grabbed 2 of those. And as I'm skimming through it, I see finally reveals, oh, is it like the Lord of the Void? Lord Beyond the Void. Okay. They've been teasing him since early in the series. So I believe this is his first full appearance, but I'd still call that a cameo, I guess. I don't know. Whatever, it's another one of those Hulk 180, Venom 299 arguments. But yeah, I don't know, look cool. So I gotta make sure to get a 3rd copy just for spec purposes, but I wanted 1 of each anyway. I haven't read Hawkman since the Year of the Villain time frame, so I don't know, 10 issues. No, that was like 17, 18, I think, so I'm a few issues behind, but I've been picking up these last few Zafino covers, and I hear that this is the last issue they're actually going to print, and after that it's one of the series that DC dropped and is going to go digital only, which I think that's stupid. Marvel's doing the same thing, and they're doing it on a couple of their mini-series, like Avengers of the Wasteland is a 5-part mini-series, and they already put out, I think, the first 3. Just print the next 2. Don't go digital on the last 2 on a mini-series you've already been working on. I mean, I don't know, it doesn't make any fucking sense to me. But, whatever. It's the death of comics, guys. The end is nigh. DC did another facsimile here, Detective 475. And I usually pick up 2 or 3 of the facsimiles, but I guess I did not this time. I only got 1. Laughing fish. Haha, cool. Excited to have that. Here's that hotel, or hell, or whatever you want to call it. Great. So I loved issue 1. I don't want to call it a great series so far. I haven't really, not that much of it's been out yet, but this issue looks just as good. I loved issue 1. One of the best number ones best horror series I've started in a while. So really looking forward to this book. Reading this one anyway. Dope cover too. Yeah. And that was it for my new stuff. There wasn't really anything else. There's a Flash annual that came out, but I skipped it. But I did Miles. We all know Miles is the hot ticket item this month, maybe this year. So I checked what he had for Miles back issues, and there really wasn't anything. But this one, the 2099 variant, I thought, well, you know, it's your first 2099 Miles. I could throw that in future Spider-Verse movie or something. They're all fucking like, almost every random Miles book is like $40-50 right now. It's ridiculous. Anything like slightly key-worthy or whatever is hot. So whatever. If you can get them, but don't pay these outlandish prices. Now's the time to sell your Miles books, not buy them. So keep that in mind. But I grabbed that cover price for these. This just looked cool. I like this one is Into the Spider-Verse style. I like the the letters on there, and it's just cool. I have been getting every issue since this series started, so I do have at least one of every Miles Morales Spider-Man this series book so far. And it's okay. It's kind of lost me. A couple issues ago, his sister was born, with Billy Morales. This last issue, I think last week, had a zombie variant. I haven't been reading it in a while, but I've just been picking them all up. I think the biggest key out of all of them is issue 9, I want to say. 8 or 9. I think it's issue 8. And it's your evil Miles. I keep wanting to do quotations. First evil Miles or whatever. That's a dope-ass cover. But yeah, that book's going for $40-50 now. So get your Miles books, or rather sell your Miles books. I don't know how long this hype is going to last. And that does it. That's it for my new stuff. I will quickly show off a couple mail calls I got. I'm actually gonna save these slabs for a later date. But I did get a couple of my very first slabs. I want to commit like a whole video to just showing those off. But this guy came in the mail the other day. Adventure into Mystery #1. Got a great price on this one. I'm getting deeper into like pre-code. Well, that's not really pre-code, obviously. That's a giant code. Pre-Marvel, like this is Atlas. Like so pre-superhero, pre-1960, anything like #1 they did. There's a couple, in here there's 2 more Atlas #1s, or whatever. So I'm getting more into the, it's not really golden age, but the 50s books. Kind of that gray area of gold and silver. But yeah, pumped to have this. I'm gonna check that out. I think it's Bill Everett cover. Maybe. Looks like it. Could be wrong. Yeah, that's my new books for the week. Besides this shit, which hopefully I can return. My LCS guy's pretty cool. He lets me usually do stuff like that. Like if I get a double of something, he's like, yeah, no big deal. As long as he'll let me exchange it. I can't return it or anything, but I can swap it out for something else. So hopefully he lets me do that. But yeah, that's all I got. I better wrap this up. My phone's about to die. So thanks for watching, everyone. Feel free to check out some of my past videos. I always say this, or check me out on Instagram where I sell comics. Got hundreds of books for sale. And every Tuesday night I do auctions now on YouTube on Barbarian Kung Fu. That's his name, on his channel, so check that out. It's like our symbiotes auctions, he calls it. For the last 4 weeks I've been partaking on that, so you can catch me on there. I'll sell some books through auction form there every Tuesday at like 6 or 7 p.m. It's usually 6 p.m. Other than that, just whatever. Stay safe, stay healthy, whatever, stay alive, and stay classy, I guess. There you go. Bye!